It's Holden in Titletown. Monkey Knife Fight here. Run Pure Sports. Like our video, hit the thumbs up. Subscribe to the Run Pure Sports YouTube channel. Bottom right corner of the video, you can do all this stuff. And Monkey Knife Fight, you can sign up right now with the code Run Pure. They're going to match your deposit up to $50. You put $50 in, you'll end up with $100 total. So there we go. That's your first deposit. They'll match it up to $50. Title, we've got a lot going on with tonight's game. Already a lot of news. Chargers Raiders is what we'll be doing. Again, you can go first half, you can do second half bets. Make sure you check out Monkey Knife Fight. We have a dedicated Discord channel too. Hoops giving out winners, you're giving out winners, I'm giving out winners, Rubio's giving out winners. Everybody's giving out winners. But let's talk about this game here. Title, no Mike Williams. Keenan Allen is likely to be very, very limited if he even plays. So that means what? Tyron Johnson is now the number one. So we'll look for some Keenan Allen props. I want to discuss that with you. I guess we'll start here with more or less. What is your take on this game tonight? Now that Herbert might not be without two top weapons, and then there's Derek Carr.
Yeah, so crazy stuff, crazy news. Obviously, we're going to have to be looking that up until lock. We don't expect Mike Williams to play. If Keenan does play, he'll be limited. So I like hitting unders on Keenan Allen props. If he doesn't play, they're going to be voided, but that's fine. You're not going to lose them, you don't think. Sorry if I'm a little sick, so that's why I sound all congested for you guys.
I think you sound great.
I love it.
I like the raspy voice. Sexy.
The game opened up at a 55 over under, 55 total. Is already dropped to 52. So obviously that's going to happen when studs aren't playing. Less offense. So now guys like Austin Eckler, Hunter Henry, guys like that are in some of these props get a big boost, obviously, since we're expecting, someone's going to have to get the target share. Herbert gets a bump down. I just expect a less scoring game, more running for the Chargers, taking the air out of the ball. Time goes by more. And it's definitely went from a game I was really, really excited for offense and loved the shootout to now it's like, I don't expect it to be a 15 or 17-14 game, but I think it's going to be like a 24-21, something in that range. Not a ton of offense, but there's still going to be some.
All right, let's go to the first half because Hoop was throwing some stuff out here. And I got to find the Austin Eckler fantasy points. Here we go. So you think Eckler's going to be involved. Do we get 3 or 4 catches in the first half? Do we get 50 yards at him? Can he get into the end zone? That's the thought on Austin Eckler. I think Eckler tonight, we'll go look at his full game prop too, but I do like the 9.5. I want to get your take on Waller here. That's the real question. Like, does Waller get peppered tonight? Do you have a lean on 7.5 fantasy points, more or less? And what do you think about Eckler?
So I know Hoop's been having a lot of success with first half. I personally stay away from first half. I just do full game and then second half a little bit just because who knows? First half, you don't really know what's going to happen. There's more unknowns, I think. And in full game, you can get there in the second half. Good plays can get there. And then second half only, you can see game script. You know who's getting the football to start the half. Stuff like that. So I think there's a little more of an edge in that. Personally, I avoid the first half stuff. So if you have a lean on that, I'll let you talk about that. I know Hoop's been crushing it, so yeah. I tail him once in a while, but I don't have that secret sauce like he does for first.
Yeah, I just want you to see some of the props that we were already working on earlier in the week right here. So this was Hoop's big one. Herbert more than 20.5 fantasy points. Carr with more than 16.5 fantasy points. I'm a little concerned about Herbert right now. He hasn't been throwing for yards the last couple of weeks, and now if he's without his 2 big weapons, but that means Eckler is going to get a lot more work. And again, we go back to the first half here. Herbert more than 9.5. I don't feel as great as I did about those, but let's do the full thing. Let's do the full game since you feel comfortable about that. We'll go more or less here. Herbert versus Waller. I'm not so sure Herbert gets over 283 passing yards today.
Yeah, see that I'm not sure either. Like at first I was like, yeah, he's definitely going to get over and all this, but right now I'm skeptical. I lean less. I'm going to try and pass on most of the passing yards and stuff. I usually like focusing on the fantasy points unless something really stands out. But yeah, so like right there, we can look at the Herbert, Derek Carr fantasy points. It's priced right. You guys got way better numbers early in the week. Like what do you guys get? 16.5 for Carr earlier.
I don't like. Yeah. And here's with Herbert. Let me just tell you this, as far as Herbert goes, he has struggled his last 3 games. He hasn't got more than 16.4 fantasy points during these games. So the question is, do they slow it down and give it to Eckler the whole time? Do they figure out that Keenan Allen is going to play? There's just too many questions surrounding Herbert for me. And I would actually lean the under for Herbert.
Yeah, I actually do lean less for Herbert too on the fantasy points. The thing with Carr now is I love 16 and a half, 19 and a half now. If we expect the air to be taken out of the football on both teams, like that number is right. So I'd rather not hit that. Look for another edge. Look for the next one. I like this prop.
Jacobs?
I like this prop right here. I like more for both of these guys. I expect Josh Jacobs to get a lot of work on the ground. Hunter Henry now is going to be, this is full point PPR. So I expect him to get peppered with targets when they throw. He's the most stable guy, the guy that Herbert trusts the most, always in the middle of the field. So that's going to be my first bet of the day. I'm doing $20 like I always have. That's my unit. Build it up, already over double my money. So it's been a good ride, and let's hit more on both these guys.
More on both. Beautiful. I will do that. I will do my
the game's no longer active. Did someone steal that from me, or do I got to refresh?
No, I just got to go refresh. I got Jacobs and Henry over. Jacobs over 14 and a half, Henry over 14.
All right, cool. I had to refresh.
Yeah, you're just fine there. All right, let's keep going fantasy points then. This is kind of fun.
I like
Herbert versus Carr. Carr's getting 3.5 points. Eckler versus Waller. Waller's getting 3.5 points. Usually we like to take the points here. I'm not so sure.
Wow, yeah, this one is close. Like I would take the points with Carr, no doubt. Like I think 3.5 points. I have him pretty much projected the same. But man, Eckler and Waller, that's a toss up.
Yeah, I can't do it. Do it.
The thing with today's game and why it's hard to put props in right now is there's just so many unknowns that like we don't know about stuff and how games are going to be played out. So it's hard to risk a lot with so many unknowns.
Well,
let's check this one though.
Get in the Discord is all I'll say then. Get in the Discord and we will have picks as it goes during the afternoon.
Yeah, let's check this passing. Let's check that one right there.
Well, I like this one, this rapid fire, because you got a little wiggle room. You can get one wrong. So with this one, rapid fire, you're getting 1.7 times your buy-in. And you only got to get 2 or 3 right. So it seems like you like Jacobs, but as far as rushing yards go, like we're getting 11.5 with Eckler. That is a lot.
Yeah, that definitely is a lot. I lean to Eckler because of the points. Mm-hmm. I lean Aguilar because of the points, and I lean Carr because of the points. I think getting plus money or plus points on all of them, and I think they could all outscore the other one. So straight up. So I would take the points on all 3 of them.
You take the points on all 3 of them. Very nice. I like that conviction. This is beautiful. We'll move on to the next rapid fire, 1.7 your buy-in. Herbert, Carr, we don't like that. Nelson Aguilar, plus 14.5 receiving yards. I don't love Nelson Aguilar receiving yards. I love Nelson Aguilar touchdown props. That's the only thing I like about Aguilar. And I don't feel great about this again.
This is the same one we just did the last one. I like all the points. I would take the.
You take the more?
Yep, I would take the points on all of them.
All right, we are fading the quarterback here, Justin Herbert, because everything that's going in. Eckler over 19.5, Waller over 16.5. I feel better about Eckler than I do Waller. I mean, is Waller all of a sudden just going to blow up again like he did 2 weeks ago, or is he just going to be consistent? I see, as far as Waller goes, I know that he's one of the highest volume tight ends out there, but you know what? 3 of these last 4 weeks, he has been peppered. He really has. Carr has gone to him big time. So maybe I do need to start liking Darren Waller a little bit more. But
yeah, I like Waller in this game, but I mean, the 16.5 fantasy points for any tight end or anything, that's a lot. And I'm expecting, I like the under in this game, to be honest, because I do expect both teams to run the ball, especially the Chargers, establish a run, short screens, Hunter Henry, just try and take the arrow to the football, keep the defense off the field, and move the ball that way without the studs. So it's hard to hit more on both those, but it's hard to hit less too because they take up so much concentration on their team's targets.
Yeah, I think my it's probably my internet, but the monkey knife fight's going around in a circle. I think they just learned that Keenan Allen is really banged up and might not play tonight. So
they're
let's keep
changing
moving on here.
Yeah, they're going to change a bunch.
I mean,
of
listen,
these.
they got a tough job too. We're trying to take money from them, but good. They're not in the best position either. More or less for each drafted player. Pick 3 of 4 and triple your buy-in. Again, we go back here. I don't like any of this stuff. It just scares the hell out of me. And I'm sorry because we're supposed to be giving our picks here, but this could be interesting. Let's go back to this. Aguilar plus 4.5 fantasy points over Josh Jacobs.
Yeah,
Aguilar's got to score for that to happen. How confident are you that Aguilar's going to get in the box again? I think it's possible, but if this game goes the way I think it is, then Jacobs is going to get a whole bunch of work.
I know people are going to be disappointed. They tuned in. They didn't get the 2 plays that we usually do or more, but I just can't recommend any of these except the one bet we already hit because it's just, I don't feel comfortable with any of them. There's always going to be better spots. NBA's coming up, plenty of football on Sunday and Monday, and UFC and stuff will be giving winners. I'm just not as confident hitting all these. So I'm sorry. We hit that one. Yeah, let's go for the 35 extra buy. Yeah, let's have
fun.
We
got a $2.35 exit. I mean, all we got to do is get 6 right.
Oh, I didn't even. Usually we do the 20x 5 for 5, but we can hit that 30x 6
I'll do
for
5
6.
For 5. If you want to, feel
that's
good.
what we. Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's go backwards. Nelson Aguilar, 54.5 receiving yards less.
You're on less. All right. I was actually going to hit more, but
why?
Because Nelson Aguilar's now their big play. He's the wide receiver 1 in that offense. Waller is 2, but I think that number, I mean, it's correct. So I don't blame you either way. He just can, I think he could easily have 2 catches that are 30 yards plus and beat that prop. But
then you have a conviction there. I just feel like, Aguilar at this point it could be a 3 or 4 target guy. They hit him in the end zone for 15 yards. Maybe he ends up with 30, but
that's fair. We can go different on these too. I mean, it's so hard to go 5 for less. You're going less. I'm going to hit more.
Jacobs.
Josh Jacobs. I'm going to leave. I mean, it's close. I'm going to hit more on Josh Jacobs too.
Good.
I expect him to run the ball.
7 receptions. Are you kidding me? That's a little heavy for me.
Yep. I'm going to take less as well.
Yeah. 6 catches is still a lot.
That's
Carr, we already talked about him. 269.5. You like the more?
I do like more, and then I like the Herbert less.
And Herbert less. Beautiful. There we go. I'll throw my $2 in, and hopefully
$2 into 40.
Huh?
I said $2 into $40.
$2
we just got to hit it once out of 20. I mean that, and for fun. Yeah.
Come on. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Remember, like and subscribe to this video. If you haven't signed up for Run Pure Sports yet, I don't know what you're waiting for. You get all our DFS content. You can add the bet side for $20. We got the $50 matching deposit bonus on Monkey Knife Fight, and buckets 15 for 15% off your lifetime subscription. Title, you got to tell them about our core plays in the NBA. The NBA is starting up. We're going to be doing NBA Monkey Knife Fight before you know it.
Oh yeah, NBA is right around the corner. People have been in Discord. I was in Discord. JSU's been grinding preseason, AP and stuff. So NBA has already been kicking off, but starting on Tuesday, it's going to be the NBA grind. And there's no better season for DFS, in my opinion, with NFL and NBA overlapping. I can't wait. Tons of money to be made. Monkey Knife Fight, DraftKings, FanDuel, all this stuff. If you don't hop in, I don't know what you're doing. We have great analysts at Run Pure Sports, best NBA team, in my opinion. Bunch of winners, so I can't wait. And I know you guys that are with Run Pure Sports now can't wait either, because it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yep. For those of you still grinding NFL, I don't know why you wouldn't be. Why are you watching this if you're not grinding NFL? Come on.
Yeah.
JSU, I think he's the best in the business in football. He and I do a premium show at 11:30 Eastern until 12:45. Get you ready for the Sunday slate. Title, thanks again, buddy. Always great working with you. Simon, thanks for making us look pretty. Check out Monkey Knife Fight. Use the code RUNPURE, $50 matching deposit bonus. I'm Holden. Keep running
pure.